That is Dangerous by David Guetta and Sam Martin. Right, guess who's here? Blonde Electra, yes. Hello?
Oh, hi.
You are on air now, by the way. You are on air now, by the way.
Okay, great. Good to know.
I couldn't get you both to stop talking during the songs there. Now we're on air. You've both gone suddenly quiet.
I know. I didn't know. I didn't want to be an idiot. But yeah, it's great to know that we're now on air.
Yeah, we're now on air.
Hey, John, how are you doing? Thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you on. You're both very crazy and very nice to talk to as well. Now, did you have a nice Christmas?
We had a beautiful Christmas. Thing is, we didn't want to do anything too traditional since it was just me and Ruby. We made a little turkey dinner and then we went out and got drunk, went clubbing.
Right, nice. That sounds like the perfect Christmas day. What did you do on New Year's Eve? You stayed up till midnight, didn't you?
New Year's was crazy. We were downtown London. We were invited to 3 clubs. So the first club we went to was District, and I'm sure it was a great club. But we went there at like 8:39, where we were seriously the only freaking people in the club. So, yeah. We did District, then we hit the Libertine, and then we finished it off at Cafe Kaizen, which was amazing. It was so great. We got to dance on the podium.
Nice.
John, you would have loved what I wore. Do you want to know what I wore?
I've seen the picture, by the way, on one of the websites. Now,
well, let me just tell you.
Right. Right. Okay.
G-string, fishnet stockings, and like a teeny tiny top. Like, seriously.
Right,
and
okay.
It was incredible.
Okay, now I want to know who you kissed at midnight. Was it each other?
Oh, you know what? We didn't actually kiss anybody. We kissed each other and our friend Sarah. Yeah, but not on like the countdown, which was
Oh, right,
I regret not doing that.
Right, now let's try and be civilized for a moment. Now, I've heard that you've traveled the world. I was surprised to hear that you're both not American, by the way, because even listening to you now, you both do sound very, very American.
I know. We get that a lot. The thing is, we are actually British. Our dad is from Sussex. The only thing is we never lived here. We've lived all over the world. We've lived in 33 countries, moved over 80 times. This is Jazzy speaking. I was born in India, and Ruby was born in Ukraine. The thing is, our parents, they basically traveled all around the world. We've actually lived in 33 countries.
Wow.
And, so we speak 5 languages, which is also cool.
Well, and what are the languages?
But we are British, though.
What are the languages that you speak?
Yeah, we speak Russian, German, English, Polish, and I speak a little bit of Arabic.
Wow. Where's your favourite place to visit in the world, then?
London! Yes!
So, now I want...
No, honestly, though, we're not just saying that. We love London. Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right, nice. Now, I wanted to discuss your family, and I've read an interesting article in which you say that your dad was part of some sort of cult. Can you tell me more? But do remember we are on daytime radio.
Well, it's not just any cult. It's actually the biggest sex cult in the world. They have many names. They're called either the Family or the Children of God. And my dad or both my parents were in it for roughly 25 years. And then they left in 91, which was kind of when I was born. So it didn't really have anything to do with us, but yeah, they were in a sex cult for 25 years. Yeah.
Wow. Now, is it true that
so you can only imagine what our childhood was like. It was very crazy. We had very strict upbringing. We lived 9 years in Ukraine without running water. We got all our water from the well. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It was crazy.
That is mental.
Yeah. No showers for 9 years. Could you do that, Johnny?
No, if I'm being honest. I couldn't go 9 hours without contacting water in some form or fashion. Is it true you're related to actual George Osborne, by the way, the Chancellor?
That is true. That is true. Our dad's mom and George Osborne's mom are sisters. So, yeah.
No.
My dad's cousin. Osborne. Yeah. We don't have any contact with him, unfortunately. Oh, he doesn't really know we exist. My dad, when our dad joined the sex cult, everyone in his family kind of excommunicated him. And rightfully so.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not crazy.
And you were telling me off air...
we don't really have any contact with him.
Well, yeah, you were telling me off air that you're also related to somebody else famous. Who's that?
Yes, we are also related to Cher. Well, Cher is part of our crazy little family. Our oldest sister is married to her son. Yes. So, yeah.
Wow.
And she's lovely. We've been to her house. She has the most beautiful house in Malibu. And it's fabulous. Absolutely. She's one of the sweetest, most awesome people I've ever met. And she actually she inspires our fashion. We think of Cher and all the crazy glittery stuff that she wears, and we just try and reincorporate that with our style.
Nice. Have you met George Osborne then?
No, not yet, but it's happening. Yeah. This year, we're going to knock on his door and be like, hey, what's up? We're Blonde Electra. We're cousins.
What's up, George?
Well, you might not be able to do that at the moment. However, come May, who knows where he'll be living. Now, what made you apply for the X Factor? Why did you choose the UK version of the X Factor? Because, like we said already, you travelled the world. Why did you pick England?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, just because our dad never wanted us to live here, we kind of felt like it was the right time for us to come back to the roots where we are originally from. And at the time this was like last year, November, we decided to do the X Factor because we found out that Simon Cowell was back on the judging panel, and we've always wanted to meet him. We wanted Simon to know who we were, and we thought, hey, let's do it. Yeah. So at the time we were in Germany. So both me and Ruby, we got jobs. I was a waitress, so I actually had like 5 jobs at one point. Ruby was a nanny, and in 6 months we saved up €12,000, moved to London, and did the show. And here we are. Bam.
So you were a nanny, Ruby?
I was a nanny, yep.
I'm not sure I'd let you two look after my kid, if I'm being honest. I don't have a kid, but if I were to have one, I don't think I'd let you two look after him. No.
I don't know if you'd want to leave us in charge of your kids.
Exactly.
Don't say that. They'll end up with glitter eyebrows and colored hair.
Exactly. Now, you guys formed Blonde Electra in 2013. What gave you the confidence to apply so soon?
It was a number of different things. We used to be in a band with the rest of our siblings, and when our older sister, she got married, and then we all kind of separated and did our own thing. We were just like, okay, what are we going to do now? And then when we found out that Simon was back on the show, it was a no-brainer. It felt perfect, yeah.
Nice. Right, we'll talk some more after this. This is the Imagine Dragons with Demons.
When the days are cold.
It's Carly Rae Jepsen and Owl City with Good Time. Blonde Electra are back.
Hey. Hi, John.
You two are absolutely mental to speak to during the songs, by the way. It probably sounds like an old...
a lot. I don't know what it is.
It probably sounds like an old man's pushing the buttons today, if I'm being honest. But yeah, it's nice to speak to you both. Now, I want to ask you, you were the first act to be shown on the first episode of the series. What went through your mind whilst you were sat at home watching?
We had no idea what they were going to show in that, because, I mean, our first interview was so long. We were in that room for a good 15 minutes. And when we found out that we were opening the show, I couldn't believe it. It was so cool. Yeah, and thing is, this is Ruby talking. Ruby here.
Yeah.
Like whenever I see myself on TV, I don't know why I always get this like cringe thing. So I was really nervous about what they would keep, because when you're nervous, you just say so much. You just ramble a whole bunch.
Mm.
To be honest with you, John, we don't really like watching ourselves. Yeah. Or listening to ourselves. Like, I don't know, it just makes me feel very uncomfortable. It's very cringy, isn't it? But we do end up doing it just because we learn. We learn so much. You're like, okay, I'm never going to do that. But I was so happy with what they kept, and they put us in such a great light. And yeah, we were so honored to be the first act on the X Factor. It was so cool.
Nice. Now, with you two being sisters, was it easier having a sibling alongside you?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I mean, there were so many contestants on the X Factor that went there by themselves, and they were so young. And, just being with Jazz, it was just amazing to have that kind of, support with you all the time. Yeah. Also, I think when you watch the show, you don't see how much work you put into it backstage at rehearsals. You're basically up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you get back home at 12 o'clock at night, and then that day just repeats itself over and over again. And you are constantly stressed out, hungry, tired, you name it. That's how you feel. And to have my sister there with me, it was just amazing. We kind of pulled through it together. Yeah.
Nice. Now, how nervous were you in front of Simon, Cheryl, Louis, and Mel?
Not at all. Really? Okay. Yeah.
Well, Jazzy wasn't scared. I was freaking petrified. Thing is, I'm a huge Cheryl fan. I've been a fan of Girls Aloud ever since I was like tiny. So I was like really, really nervous. But I have to say I was more nervous watching the show afterwards than I was in the arena, in the audition room. Because it just happened so fast, so it didn't really process. But we were definitely nervous.
Now,
I was more nervous. I wanted to do a good job, and I wanted them to like us. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, Cheryl was the only judge who kind of, she said it's not her cup of tea. Were you disappointed with that, being a Cheryl fan?
The thing with our band is people either love us or hate us. We knew that from the very beginning. I think the last thing that we would ever want is when we come in and we do a show and people just kind of clap. We either want a big thumbs up or a hell no. Yeah. That's us. It's kind of a love it or leave it sort of thing. So when I was a little disappointed that she was the one to say no. I thought Silas was going to say no.
Because Cheryl is kind of, she's a lot like us. She does the same kind of music. She's a pop artist. So yeah, it was a bit weird to just have her give us a no.
But we got her in the end. I mean, Cheryl's lovely.
Yeah.
After our second audition in boot camp, she loved us. It was so great.
And
she even said that she took it back. She took it back and said that she was so sad that she said no, because it's a hell yes from her now.
Now, how scary is Simon actually behind the scenes? Is he kind of this big tough
Not at
man?
all.
Not at all.
I disappoint you, Johnny. He's so lovely.
He's such a cutie. On his birthday, he came to the X Factor house, and I actually had the honors of bringing him out his cake with the candles and everything. All in all, he was just such a really sweet guy, very charming.
Very elegant man.
Very elegant, yeah. Just very sweet on the whole. I wish I could say something bad and be like, oh my God, he was such a douche. But he's not.
He loved us. He thought we were really funny.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't disagree with him. Now, how much impact did Louis Welsh have on your time there, with, Louis Welsh being your mentor? Did he have much influence on your performances?
Well, Louis actually picked our first song for the live shows, Kids in America, and I loved it. I thought it was the perfect song for our first live show, and
I love Louis because he really understood what kind of a band we were. And we gave him ideas of. We collaborated with him about week 3 and week 4. Like on week 4, we had this crazy idea, and Louis loved it. We were going to do Judas by Lady Gaga, and I had this idea of
for Halloween
night, yeah. And I had this idea of coming out on like a cross,
right,
and make it really blasphemous and crazy, and just and cause a lot of controversy. And Louis absolutely loved it. So,
and Cheryl, we got to tell Cheryl.
I told it to Cheryl, and I told Cheryl, I was like, how would you think? What do you think about doing an exorcism on the X Factor show?
Oh my God.
On Halloween night, and she totally loved it, and it was awesome. But yeah, Louis was a great mentor, and I love that he was backing us the whole time, and he never told us, okay, that's too over the top. He was just a great guy.
Now, who actually changed your name? Because your name changed from Blonde Electric to Blonde Electra. Whose decision was that, and do you prefer the new name?
The thing is, I really wanted our name to represent a strong, independent woman, which is why we changed Electric to Electra. Because now Blonde Electra kind of sounds like a woman, more like a woman's name, and that's kind of what we wanted to represent, because that's what our band is all about. It's about empowering girls all over the world to be confident and independent, and so that's why we changed it.
So you picked the new name?
Yes, we did.
Oh, nice. Now, during your audition, you called...
It's brilliant. Of course.
I think it rolls better.
It's a brilliant name.
Yeah, it is. Now, during your audition, you called yourself Single Pringles. Where did you get that from?
We honestly just came up with that on the spot, and it's become such a thing. Like everyone we meet now that is single, they say they're single Pringles. Yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny how that. I
don't know. The thing is, we watch a lot of TV, we watch a lot of movies, and I don't know if I can actually take credit for it, because maybe I heard it somewhere and then just repeated it. But yeah.
So are you?
I don't know. It just came straight to my head when I saw Mel B. She asked us, "Are you guys single?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm single Pringles."
Now, are you both still single Pringles? I'm asking for a friend, by the way.
We are, Johnny.
Yes, we are. Sadly,
it's not that sadly. I'm happy to be single.
I'm happy to be single.
But it's funny. Yeah, we both just got out of really big relationships. Ruby was in a relationship for like 5 years. I was in one for 2 years.
Yeah.
So now we are busy. I mean, honestly, we have been so busy ever since we got off the X Factor. We're on tour. We are now being pitched to getting, to record labels, and we want a new publishing deal. So, like, honestly, there really isn't that much time for boys at the moment.
Oh,
but we're not saying no. If we find really cool guys that are sweet and nice and, that are charming, we will definitely.
We're looking for love.
Yeah, we want the real thing. That's
So do you actually get much interest from guys?
Like from guys?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, every time we go out, it gets a little crazy, especially in clubs.
But funny enough, what I've noticed lately is that guys are kind of intimidated by us.
Yeah.
And it's so funny,
especially when we're together.
Yeah, when we're together, I actually don't get approached at all. It's only when I'm by myself they kind of they think I'm more vulnerable.
Right. No, I'm asking that because
yes.
I'm asking that because I read an article ages ago by I think it was about Cheryl, actually. It might have been about Taylor Swift, and they were saying that they get little to no interest from guys because they're in the spotlight. I was just going to ask if it's the same for you.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because we were on the X Factor. or I really don't know. But funny enough, I feel like we should be getting approached more by guys, and we're not getting approached enough, and I don't really know why. I don't know what it is.
Well, can I be honest? The things you were saying to me during the records a moment ago, my eyes were watering. Let's be honest.
Oh, in like a good way? Or
yeah, in a good way. You come on very strong, but yeah, you're both lovely.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, John. That's pretty sweet.
Okay, we'll play American Authors, then we'll talk some more. That is Fuse ODG by Tina. Blonde Electrica still here. I'm playing their favourite song next.
Oh, yeah.
I love that song.
Tuvelo Habits. They heard me pre-fade it a moment ago. Now, I want to know, you were known for during the show on X Factor, you were known for doing crazy performances. What was the craziest thing that you planned to do but couldn't?
Oh my gosh, you know what? For our first live show, we had this brilliant idea. Brian Friedman, the creative director of the X Factor shows, he had this idea where he was going to get two of his dancers to wear one dress. They were going to look like conjoined twins, and during the breakdown of Kids in America, we were going to make out with them. And we had it rehearsed and everything, and then 3 hours before we went live, the producers, Simon saw the show, and Louis, and they said, it's a bit too much. And the thing is, they wanted us to be likable, and they didn't know how it would go down with the British public. But you know what? I think we should have done it. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it would have definitely stirred some controversy. I mean, as you can tell, I mean, when we kissed at the finale, that went viral. We were
trending on Twitter worldwide. It was crazy.
TMZ America called us the next day. We had an interview with TMZ. And Huffington Post, that went absolutely bananas. And I think if we would have done that in week one, I think we would have gotten more viewers, we would have gotten more likes, and it would have just been a bigger impact.
Absolutely. Now, I want to talk about the kiss, actually. What made you kiss each other? Because obviously it wasn't like a spur-of-the-moment decision. So what message were you trying to convey as well?
No, we planned it.
Well, the thing is, we didn't tell anybody about it. We didn't tell our manager. We didn't tell the producers because we didn't know if they would air it or if we'd get away with it. So we basically just had this, plan.
Especially since we got kicked off at the first live show and we didn't get to do our kiss with the dancers. We were thinking, okay, we got to do something crazy for the finale.
We wanted the public to know what kind of a crazy band we are. We're not just normal.
And I mean, there were so many things that we wanted to do on the X Factor that we really they had to tone it down. Like, we wanted to jump on the judge's table. We wanted to do so many crazy things, and unfortunately we never got to do them because of our early departure. But yeah, so when we did the finals, so the thing is, Johnny, that wasn't actually, that was only half of what we wanted to do. We were hoping, because we weren't sure what we were going to be wearing for the finals, so we were hoping to get jackets, and we wanted to Pussy Riot our bodies and write world peace, equality, just to show an act of love, and that unfortunately we never got to do that. So we were just okay, we're just gonna have to kiss then. Yeah.
But how did it feel being the biggest talking point of the night? Because to some extent it did actually overshadow Ben winning. To be fair.
I think Ben is going to be fine. He's got he won, so he's going to be he's going to be okay.
And that's why we did it. I mean, we wanted, when you watch the news and you put on your radio, there's so much negativity out there. There are wars going on. There's so much hate in the world, and I just thought we wanted to do something that was going to represent love. And that's what the world needs right now, especially around Christmas. All we need is just a little bit more love, and that's what the kiss.
Love and controversy.
Yeah, sometimes the two go hand in hand. Now, my next question is actually: are you that eccentric in real life? Now, talking to you off air, I know that you actually are. Now, I want to know what's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Anything? You haven't seen anything yet. Honestly, this is just the beginning.
2015. I mean, we're going to show the UK who we really are and how we do things. We're in talks with lots of labels right now. The kiss sparked a lot of like towards us, so we're in talks with labels, and we want to come out with a single first thing after everything dies down with the holidays. That's our plan. And there's UK. You guys have seen nothing yet. This is just the beginning.
We're just getting started.
Yeah. The kiss was 17% of what we're capable of.
Yeah.
Can you give us a preview then? Can you kind of tell us maybe what might be coming up?
I mean, we're definitely going to stay. We're going to do pop music. That's for sure. I mean, we're not going to become.
We're definitely going to. We want to come out with a very edgy dance single. But I have we have a lot of ideas for our music video. It's going to be absolutely epic.
Oh, I can only
you guys
imagine.
are going to love it.
And
we're going to represent the UK. Don't worry. We're going to represent. Absolutely.
Nice. Now, Celebrity Big Brother starts in about 5 days' time. Is there any chance that we might be seeing you on there?
Oh, God. I'm gonna say a very confident no. Not that I wouldn't love to be on it. I just think, the Big Brother is for a specific kind of artist, and I think if we were on it, we really don't have time for it right now. Right now we're in the studio, we're writing, we're recording, we're really just focused on music. Yeah, because that's who we are at the end of the day. We are artists. We sing, we write our own stuff, we rap, and that's what we're working on at the moment. Yeah.
You're not going to focus on telly?
Yeah, we want to. Yeah, music is our passion, and we are entertainers at the end of the day, but music comes first, and that's what we're going to do for the moment.
Right, speaking of music, let's play your favourite song. This is Too Low and Habits. It is Route 94 in Jesklin with My Love Blonde. Electra are still here.
Hey! Hi.
Now, we're going to do a segment now called I Can Do Anything You Can Do. Now, I've got a sister and I know how competitive siblings can be, but the question is, how competitive are you? We're going to find out in this little quiz here.
God.
Go on.
Well, I don't know if we're competitive with each other. We do like to outdo each other a lot. That is the meaning of being competitive, Jess. No, but like if we are, if I do have a better skill than you do, I like to rub it in your face. Yeah. Yeah, but we don't compete against each other, though.
Right.
I don't know. We don't get jealous, and if she does well, I don't try and sabotage. Like I'll be sour about it for a while, but then I'll get over it. Yeah.
Well, the point of the quiz is to ask you just about 8 or 9 general questions and to find out who's better at what. So, shall we commence?
Okay, I will win them all. I'm just telling you that.
Okay, number 1 is who would win in a fight if you two were ever to fight, and who's the strongest?
Well, like a physical fight? Jazzy would win the verbal fight because I'm not really one for talking. I just get straight to my fists. Like, I just start punching people. Jazzy would win it verbally, but I would win it physically. True. Ruby is freakishly strong. She could take me down. I am taller, but she I once threw a refrigerator. So.
Oh, can I ask why?
True. It was for a really silly reason. Like, I think she stole my hairbrush or something. And then I was killed with a refrigerator.
Right, okay, question number 2. Who's better at tweeting?
I think it's a tie. We're both very good at tweeting. Absolutely. We're good with our thumbs.
You're very big at social media, aren't you? I notice you're on there all the time tweeting and that.
Yeah, it's our new thing. We love Twitter.
Okay, number 3. Who's the best at making coffee?
Jazzy. I would say Jazzy. She wakes me up every single morning with coffee. I know. I'm not best at it. It's not very good, but she does it more often, so I'm going to say Jazzy. No, actually, Ruby is better at making, because she can make that Arabic coffee, and I still haven't managed to understand how that whole thing works. So Ruby. Yeah, but I rarely do. But I do end up making coffee more often. I don't know why. Because Ruby's lazy.
Have you had coffee today, by the way?
Yes, you have. Can you tell?
I was going to say, yeah, you do sound like you've been on caffeine.
Over here.
Now, who's the biggest diva out of you two?
The biggest what?
Diva.
Oh my God, Jazzy. Jazzy has been, that is so true, Jazz. Jazzy has been a diva since she was like 4 years old. She always got what she wanted, and she would make a big deal about it. I never got what I wanted, and that's why I would make a big deal about it. She's a murmurer. She's a tantrum thrower. She's a whiner. That's not true. She is a diva. 100%. When was the last tantrum that I thrown? In Israel on my birthday. I'm not even going to go there. That was 6 months ago. That doesn't mean shit. Okay. I'll give you an example of her being a diva. She ditched me on my birthday in Israel all by myself. Like, she literally took the flight out early because we got into a fight and left me there in the Middle East by myself on my 22nd birthday. There are 2 sides to this story. I love you, though. But I won't expand. She's a diva.
Okay, let's move on. Who's the best at screaming? Don't try now, by the way, but just tell me who's the best.
Gosh, we don't really scream, though.
You did during your audition.
We both have very loud voices. See, when we were kids, we did a lot of street gigs. We sang everywhere, so we have naturally very loud voices. But I never scream like, ah.
We never do that.
No, we like to keep things calm and chill.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that thing that on the X Factor, you know, when we on our audition, we first came in and we started screaming. That was edited in, by the way. We don't really scream.
No, they used the
in
scream
moment
because we screamed at the end, and they used that same screen in the beginning. So it made us look like we ran in screaming. We did run in, but there was no scream. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting to know how they edit stuff.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Now, who's the biggest pranker out of you two? Prankster?
Jazzy, 100%. She woke me up. I'll give you an example. She woke me up last night. I just went to bed. And I was mid-sleep. So happy, so fucking, sorry, freaking
apologies
sleepy
for that.
and just having an amazing time. And she wakes me up. She's like, Ruby, wake up. I'm like, what? She's like, nothing. So she literally woke me up for no reason at all.
Said, you have to get up now. You have to get up.
And I'm like, why? And she's like, for no reason.
Question number...
The look on her face was priceless.
Yeah, it was terrible. So, yeah, Jazzy wins the pranking round. I don't like to prank people. I don't know. I feel bad. It's not a nice feeling. Only one person gets the fun out of it. The other person is victimized.
It's so much fun.
Whatever.
Okay, let's move on. Question number 7. Who's the worst at giving gifts?
Oh, good one.
The thing is, with me and Ruby, we both know each other so well, so I know exactly what she wants. I think we're both pretty good at gifts.
Yeah.
We didn't give each other any gifts this year, but last year for Christmas, we went all out crazy, and we both got some really good gifts.
Yeah.
Why didn't you get each other gifts this year?
The thing with gifts is you have to know the person, you have to know what they like, and we know each other so well, probably too well.
Yeah. So I think it's a tie with the gift giving.
Yeah, I think so too.
Why didn't you get
I
each
am,
other?
however, a better present wrapper.
Yes,
Oh.
he wraps them better.
Does that count?
I just can't be bothered. I just wrap it up in toilet paper or something.
Why didn't you get each other gifts this year, if you don't mind me asking, by the way?
You know what? We were so busy, and
we weren't invited back to our family's house for Christmas. We don't have a very good relationship with our family at the moment.
Oh.
So we just thought, you know what, tradition. We were going to throw tradition out the window, and we weren't going to buy into the whole craziness of buying each other gifts and spending tons of money on things that we didn't need. So we just decided not to do it.
Yeah, we didn't even get a tree.
No,
my
we
God.
didn't.
We boycotted.
We were very bah humbug this year.
Yeah,
Very
Scroogey.
Very Scrooge.
Okay, number 8. Who's the most wimpiest? Who gets scared the most?
Oh, Ruby.
That's not true.
The light on. Excuse me.
Do you? Oh my God.
Well, I'm scared of ghosts. I strongly believe that there is a ghost. Well, there's an energy out there.
I hate to break this to you, but they're not real.
I don't know why. I don't believe in the devil.
You
but
are
I believe in
scared of
ghosts
nothing.
for some reason, and I just feel uncomfortable with the lights off.
So you've never actually seen a ghost?
Have I seen a ghost?
Yeah.
No.
Well, why are you scared of something that you've never seen?
Never seen.
Well, I've always kind of been scared of the dark because you just don't know what's out there. You know, you just can't see it. I'm afraid of things that I cannot confirm that if it's real or not. It's just I'm just scared.
Oh, right. Well,
don't make me look weird, Jazz. It's not a weird thing. A lot of people are scared of the dark. Okay, please.
A lot of children.
But not
so many
that
adults.
doesn't make me wimpy though, because let's say we were attacked by a pack of people, I would.
yeah, that just happens every day to
definitely
everybody.
Put up a fight. Jazzy would run away or try and talk them out of it. I would straight up throw a refrigerator at them.
But I do understand what you're saying about the ghosts, though. I do actually understand, because here in the studio, like I was explaining to you off air a moment ago, there's a little kind of office next door, and continually, nearly every day, I hear rustling in that office as though somebody's come in and they're taking the bag off the shoulder and throwing it on the ground. And then I go through thinking, oh, it's one of the producers or one of the bosses or something, and there's nobody there. So I do understand what you're saying. It is a bit eerie, but as for sleeping, with the lights on, not so much.
Well, thank you, John. Thank you for sympathizing with me. But yeah, I think I'll take the wimpy round. I'll take that one.
That concludes our quiz,
Although
by the way.
I do not agree.
That concludes our quiz, by the way. I feel like we've actually got to know each other quite a lot during the past hour.
Right?
I think so too.
It's been great talking to you.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Totally, John. And whenever we're in Preston, we're going to hit you up and we're going to party like there's no tomorrow. It'll be awesome.
I'm looking forward to that. That sounds good.
Yay.
Okay, thanks
So
for
are
coming on
we.
the show, girls. It's been great to talk to you.
Thank you for talking so much for
John.
having us. Thank you. And Happy New Year.
Hey, yeah, you too. Here's John Legend.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out.